Hi, Plexus. Jen Hawkins here, and so excited to be a part of Diamonds in December. First, I commend you on tuning in on investing in yourself and in your business in this way. Well, I want to talk about the C's of success in your business. Okay. The first one, I'm going to just kind of go through them and then I'll break each down a little bit and I'll leave you with a challenge at the end. Okay. So, the first one is actually twofold. There's two C's to the first one, it's conversations and connections. Number two is closing. Number three is coaching. Number four is casting vision. Number five is consistency. And number six is going to be where my challenge will be, and that is change. Okay. So, conversations and connections. You guys, we have to be having more conversations. If you want more momentum in your business, you need to have more conversations, more connections, more understanding what people's pain points in their life so that you can offer a solution to them. I love how Brienne recently at the Daring to be a Diamond retreat, she said, "You are one conversation away from a whole new business." And I love that because it's so true. I can look back over the success that I've had and I can pinpoint some conversations that really took my team and my business into momentum. So you never know when those conversations are going to be. So you need to be having a lot of conversations, okay? And then connect to the heart. Okay. So, one little kind of tangible thing that I love to just kind of another thing you can do if you're not already doing to open the door to more conversations is in your stories, in your Facebook or Instagram stories, be watching who is watching and tuning into your stories, who's responding to your polls, and open the door to conversation by just messaging them. And I love one of my team members, Heather Real Lipscomb, is she's the one who kind of has trained me and our team and trained up on this, but to open the door to conversation and say something like, "Thank you for following along our journey. Have you heard about the products that I share about?" So you're just opening the door to a conversation, and then that conversation could lead down the road. Okay. So we're having conversations and connections. It's not always about Plexus. So I just want you to remember you're having these conversations and trying to connect to people. And it's going to be sometimes it is about Plexus, and you are presenting Plexus as a solution to some of their pain points in their life. And sometimes it's just connecting and building trust and relationships. So I love this quote that goes along with conversations and connections. I love it. It's by Robert Louis Stevenson. And he said, "Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant." Okay. So if we are keeping a funnel, a pipeline of people at all stages in our business going, the conversations, the connections are where they enter into our business to potentially be a great product user or even a business builder down the road. Okay, our second C is closing. You guys, we have to ask for a decision and get them off the fence. Okay. So, something that you can do is just, "Hey, we've been talking about this for a while. Let's get you started. How about you take one of my VIP enrollment codes and let's get you started right now today. I can walk you through it. Super simple with just a few minutes." Okay. So you're asking them to make a decision. And you can also tell them, "Hey, if you are not ready to make a decision, that's fine. But I want to take my VIP, my free annual enrollment code because I have other people that I want to offer that to." So you're kind of putting it out there, make a decision, or you're taking away that special offer if there is a special offer. Okay. So just go ahead and ask people and get them closed out. Okay. Maybe they're not ready yet because remember, it's about their timing, and that's okay. So we're going to keep them in the conversation and connection phase. Okay. All right. Number three is coaching. Okay. So coaching is twofold here. It's coaching people to have the best experience on the products and coaching people whenever they've decided to start sharing and maybe earning that extra income. Okay. So that's a whole training in itself with both directions, but I just want to touch on coaching as that. And that's just staying connected to them. That's checking in with them, following up with them, making sure when it comes to the business and the products, there are pages, Facebook pages that I'm sure your team has. One that is probably great for a product user, and one that's great for a team to cast vision. That's our next C, and really get them plugged in and introduced to who Plexus is. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So adding them to the right page or pages is important in coaching, and then also utilizing the three-way messages. So especially if you're new and you don't know how to coach someone to have the best product experience and really help them reach their health goals, you have a sponsor and upline that can help you help your person. Okay, so utilizing three-way messaging and third-party validation is also helpful in coaching as well. So you'll probably hear more about that in this series, but I just wanted to touch on coaching in that way. Okay, the fourth C, and these aren't necessarily in any order because I think that you should do this right from the beginning, but the fourth C is casting vision. And you don't have to wait to cast vision until someone has a great product testimony to say, how about you share? You can invite them to share right away. And because we know accountability on the products will help them have success. So do you have friends that you could invite along for the journey? Now we have these really great, cute graphics, and I'm sure there's many of them, but that will help you show how much income is on the table for these people if they refer 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 10, 20 people. And especially right now over the holidays where people are really looking for ways to make extra cash, this is a great way to cast vision and let them know, hey, bring 3 friends along, and that's $350. What could you do with $350 right now in this season? I know that would come in handy. I know you have friends that would love to also reach some health goals with you. How about it? Who can you invite along with on this journey with you? Okay, so that's casting vision. And there's more to that too, but again, I'm just kind of bird's eye view here. Okay, so let's see, that's our 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, number 5, consistency. Okay, so consistency in all of these things. And you guys, we talk a lot about consistency. So I know you're not surprised to hear me talk about that, but remember that small habits done consistently day after day are what lead to big results. Okay, so there's lots of ways that you can increase your consistency, and one is by scheduling your priorities. What is it that you need to do consistently to grow your business, to reach your health goals? I mean, this applies to all areas of life. And schedule those priorities. Is that going to take you 30 minutes a day, an hour a day, maybe 2 hours a day? But you have to schedule, you have to plan the most important thing, your priorities. You have to schedule and plan your priorities. I have a little story I want to share with you on consistency here. But it's from a book, Walk Slowly But Never Backward. Okay. And I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but I just want to read you this story just so you can see the idea of we're after consistent effort, not perfection. Okay. So here we go. On the first day of class, Jerry Uglesman, a professor at the University of Florida, divided his film photography students into 2 groups. Everyone on the left side of the classroom, he explained, would be in the quantity group. They would be graded solely on the amount of work they produced. On the final day of class, he would tally the number of photos submitted by each student. 100 photos would rate an A, 90 photos a B, 80 photos a C, and so on. Meanwhile, everyone on the right side of the room would be in the quality group. They would be graded only on the excellence of their work. They would only need to produce 1 photo during the semester, but to get an A, it had to be a nearly perfect image. At the end of the term, he was surprised to find that all the best photos were produced by the quantity group. During the semester, these students were busy taking photos, experimenting with composition and lighting, testing out methods in the darkroom, and learning from their mistakes. In the process of creating hundreds of photos, they honed their skills. Meanwhile, the quality group sat around speculating about perfection. In the end, they had little to show for their efforts other than unverified theories and one mediocre photo. We are so focused on figuring out the best approach that we never get around to taking action, y'all. Okay. As Voltaire once wrote, the best is the enemy of the good. Okay. So, in other words, in your consistency, you guys, you may not always get it right, but you can't quit. You guys, it's okay. Be okay with not getting it right. All right. That's how we learn. That's how we grow. So, you can't overanalyze. You cannot overthink things in this process, and you just have to do the work. And over time, you're going to learn and you're going to refine your skills. Okay. So this tip could be the thing that you need to really move your business forward, that it's just about doing and putting in the effort, and the quantity, there will then be quality. Okay. All right. So that is consistency. I know you hear a lot about consistency, but that's why it's so, so important. Okay. Our last C is change. Okay. And I'm going to just wrap up here with change and with my little challenge for you. So I have my 15 Laws of Growth with John Maxwell. And he says, you will never change your life until you change something you do daily. You guys, if you're looking for a change in your business, if you're looking for it to go differently, you have to make a change. So my challenge to you is do a self-reflection. Do a self-reflection of you in your business, of your mindset, and where do you need to make a change? Okay. Do you need to have more conversations? Do you need to get better at closing? Do you need to actually close the people that you're having these conversations with? Do you need to be more consistent? Do you need to schedule your power hours? What do you personally need to do? What change do you need to make? And maybe it's a lot of changes, but I would encourage you not to try to change everything at once. Okay. Just like, it's okay to do one thing at a time and really master that, and then make another change and self-reflect. We should always be analyzing, looking back, and what I'm doing isn't working, or this is working, but this isn't. And we can always adjust, make adjustments. And like Ross Geller from Friends, pivot, pivot. I don't know, something like that, right? But we should always be pivoting in our businesses and figuring out what we can do better. So my challenge, what is the change that you need to make in your business today? Make that change and be committed to it and be committed to the process. So excited for you guys to learn all the amazing things in this series, and I'll be learning right alongside you.